Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another morning here, Saturday, a little chilly. We're in the service truck, got the small trailer in tow. Waiting on my buddy to get here at my house. We're gonna head up the road here and pick up a little parts tractor for a good friend of mine here from YouTube, Dylan. I'll explain more about that later on. Cousin Scott actually turned me on to him several months ago. He's got a piece of equipment that I'm going to be purchasing if I can ever get the trailer and transportation worked out. Anyway, long story short, he messaged me about the location of this particular little parts tractor that he wanted. I told him it was right up the street from where I actually live. We talked about it. I told him I'd be glad to go get it for him and store it, you know, that we could work something out on the other. He could get up this way. He's about 2 hours east of me. So we did that. So talked to the guy, and we're gonna be headed over there and pick it up. It's basically all parts, best I can see. I've seen a couple pictures, quite different on the brand, so definitely stay tuned with that. He's supposed to have a loader tractor, so hopefully be able to just set it right on the trailer and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Well, here it is. I believe it's a little B Allis-Chalmers, maybe. I don't know that much about them. Not much left. Dylan said he wanted something off the motor, the block, or the head or something. That's really all that's left. Front tires and wheels are there. They're rough, but anyway, we got it on there. I didn't get any footage of loading it. I should have, because there's a story that goes behind the gentleman that he got it from. I'll tell you about that here in a bit. The wind's kind of blowing. I know the audio's bad. Not real sure how we're going to get it off. Loader batteries are weak again. And put that on charge. Of course, the 250 won't start because it needs a battery. I'll charge it. And 1086, of course, flat tire. It'll start, no problem at all. Internationals always start, no matter what. Internationals will always start, no matter the cold, no matter whatever, they will start. I just got to fix the tire on it. So we'll see what happens to get this unloaded, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna just throw a tarp over it or try to get it down there in the carport. It's nasty mud season here, so I'm trying not to tear up too much more than I have to, but we'll see. All right, guys, stepped in the shop here a minute, get out of the wind while I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about unloading this, waiting on my buddy to get back here. Basically, in a nutshell, the story I want to tell you is I have met the gentleman that I picked this tractor up from today 23 years ago, best I can figure. Actually, Dylan, who I went and got the tractor for, my friend here on YouTube, he was dealing with his son. So when I finally met the dad this morning, I told my buddy, I said, I've been here before. And the guy kind of looked familiar, you know. I can't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember the place. So I just had to ask him, and I asked him first thing, I said, you know, did you ever have it was a single front wheel M Farmall, and I had a truck that he was interested in, and we were trying to come to terms on a trade there, and just never did work out. And he said, yeah, I had that, and I, you know, blah, 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 and we talked for a few minutes. I said, well, that was me. And he said, you're kidding. So we kind of reminisced for a few minutes on something that we, you know, came upon years ago. But in a nutshell, I think it's just crazy how and wild that people that you meet here, some of them you've never met. Dylan, I've never met him in person. I've talked to him a lot on the phone and text and everything else. Going to here soon. That he ended up buying something from someone that their dad I had dealt with 23 years ago. I mean, that's just, you know how I am about history. I love history, but I just had to tell you guys that. So didn't get any names this morning from them two. As far as being able to put it on YouTube, I apologize for that. Told them after the fact, and should have set the camera up. I think they were both would have been fine with getting film of getting it loaded. But anyway, enjoyed meeting you two this morning. Small world, really is. I love this whole community here on YouTube and the people that you meet and the friendships that you make. So let's go back out here and freeze a little bit and figure out if I can get something running or cranked up or tire aired up or whatever to get this little Allis-Chalmers off the trailer. Well, here we are. Brought the battery charger down here on the 250. I done a little moving around the other day when I finally did get everything cranked up. Hopefully we can get that little Alice off today and get it stored up for Dylan. But I want to bring you along because you know, we've been fighting this battery issue forever. So I finally broke down and went and bought a battery yesterday. I had been doing some research and looking into the Group 31s versus these Ford DLTs. The cranking amps are higher on the 31s, the cold cranking amps are higher, the reserve capacity is not quite as much, but for $80 or $90 difference, I couldn't beat it. I said, yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. I knew the cables might be an issue, but this tractor has a disconnect and I've got plenty of cables that would reach. So got here this morning, gonna throw the charger on it and just double check this battery and make sure that it load tests out bad before I do anything with it. Flip the hood open, and I don't know if you can see a problem or not, but yeah. The Group 31's about 4 inches taller. That's why they don't run those in these. It needs to be a short battery with a post at the back. Struggles are always real. Can't win for losing. I don't know, nothing's ever easy. I don't know if it's the battery. I know it's not the battery, I've already load tested it. Changed the ground up, I don't know if ground's going on, something in the cutoff switch, or if the starter's just dragging that bad, but I don't know. See if it'll start, go get this tractor unloaded. Another homemade tool in the arsenal we made years and years ago, back when you was moving cars around. It's a little short boom pole. 2 hooks here on the back, mainly just for lifting and moving, not high lifting. So we're gonna get back up and hopefully drag that little Alice off the trailer and get it covered up, wait for Dylan to come get it. Okay, everybody, I believe we're gonna wrap this one up and call it good. We got the little Alice off the trailer over here, covered up with a tarp. Touch base with Dylan again, find out what he wants to do. I told him he was welcome to leave it here as long as he needed to. I'm not sure if he'll come get it and try to deliver what I've got, or if I'm gonna end up taking this and picking up what I'm gonna get from him. But definitely stay tuned for those in the future. Really enjoyed it. I can't even remember what I'll put on this. I know some of the issues with the 250 and stuff starting the other day. I realized real quick, in a nutshell, that I'm going to have to find something with rubber tires on it with a loader. Either buy a loader for the 1086, one for my 250 or something. The track loader is perfect, but when it's this wet and nasty, and the way I've got everything set up where I have to go, out and up in the farm yard, if you will, it just messes up everything. The driveway, the gravel, tracks mud everywhere. My mom and dad, are still coming up here every day doing the cats and stuff like that, so I don't want to do that. But we'll see what happens. Definitely gonna have to get something rigged up for the round bales of hay if I ever get the round baler fixed. Lord, the projects, they just keep coming in, but we're digging one day at a time. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying it. I really appreciate you following on the journey with me here. If you ever got any questions or concerns, don't hesitate dropping them down in the comments. I enjoy the conversations and the friendships that I build with you guys here. So thank you for everything, and we'll see what happens over the next few days. Till next time.